NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's got room past the 30. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's into a crowd and intercepted. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, these 2 teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Down at the 25. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. On the right Right side open is Gesicki. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Now Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert back to the air. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Troy Anderson in there to record the second sack of his young. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert on first down now. Going for it all. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. A much-needed boost defensively there. I mean, that really one of the first things that's gone right for him in this first half.
No question about it, partner. We've seen this before. You've got an offense that doesn't have any points yet. Go out and make a play on D. Then you head back to the sideline saying, we got you the football back. Now we'll see what you can do with it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Cardinals with the first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. 19.
Again, Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. There's Mooney with another catch. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
McCaffrey is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, open man right side is Tony. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw.
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are back within a score. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing, Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Jones going to get this out wide to Tony. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert completes a Mooney on the slant. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 4th down, Herbert. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Touchdown, Cardinals! Mike Gesicki and the final seconds of the first half. And the Cards have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. If I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Jones from the gun on third down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. In motion comes the tight end left. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On first and 10, Jones out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Boswell's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
On second down, McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up third down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to... Touchdown!
A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Herbert on first down now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The pitch comes to Edwards-Helaire, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards that time for number 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. First down. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 5 now. Jones, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Eric Kendricks in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kadarius Toney, 41 yards. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it, because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Herbert now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Now Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Jones. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Jones. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write an end to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a win here for the